Welcome back to the Ferris Sports Update, joined now by head coach for Ferris State men's basketball, Andy Bronkema. Coach, thanks for joining me here this week.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
We take a look back a little bit to the alumni game. We'll look a little bit forward to what's coming up for Bulldog men's basketball, but I know at this point in the year, just boundless optimism. You start the year with a clean slate, a lot of new guys on the roster. How is everything coming together so far in training?
Yeah, it's been a good preseason, and we got a little head start on the preseason, going to Toronto and able to do our foreign tour. You could do that once every 4 years, and I think that got us rolling in the right direction. But it's been a good preseason, and now that we're starting with our exhibitions, it's nice to play against somebody else. But you said it right. I mean, everybody's 0-0 right now, and the league and really the region just lost a lot of the COVID seniors, a lot of new faces, a lot of just teams wondering, did we rebuild, or are we rebuilding, or did we reload? That type of deal. So, but right now everybody thinks they built it back up, and I'm optimistic, but at the same time cautious, and know that we got some work to do.
So take a look back here at the alumni game. I know you love to do this every year. It's a great opportunity to get a lot of guys back that probably still play the game a little bit. As we saw, your assistant coach Josh Fleming looks like he could still be playing at this level right now. But how nice is it just to get those guys back in the gym and surround them with what the team is now and the program that they built for them?
No question. We want to remind them how special they are to us and get them back here. And this is something we've built a nice tradition, and we've talked a lot about exploding it into something even bigger. Just trying to get an alumni versus alumni game, maybe some of the older players, and then have an alumni select game. Get them back, tour the campus. I mean, there's so many things that have changed since they've left, even the recent graduates. There's a lot of stuff going on right now at Ferris State that we want to show off, and we want them to be proud of, because they did lay the building blocks for that. But it's just obviously we get to play against somebody other than ourselves, which is great. It breaks up practice, but it's just a great day to reconnect, remember all the memories, tell the stories. The same stories come up. They're funny every time. Guys get together, they reconnect. You see some families come with them, and see their families growing. It's a really good day for our program.
Just take a look back at some of these highlights. One of the things that stands out to me is you have so many new guys in the rotation that you expect to see a lot of minutes out of this year. But you also bring back Dang Rang, a guy that came off an injury and was not a part of the rotation, that just adds more depth to what looks like a strong older team for you guys so far.
Yeah. Again, we have no seniors, but we do have some experience. And again, that's just the extra year everybody got. And we brought in 2 grad transfers that I think are fitting real well. And you'll see the 4 freshmen we were playing in the rotation last year with Michael and Reese and Jimmy and Ethan. They've taken a step too. And I'm really pleased with everybody's development. I think we had a good summer of working out. And, right now, depth is our strength, and we have some high-level players, no doubt, but our depth is where we're gonna be most effective, and just rotating guys in and out. And you'll see on these highlights here, we got to close out to Cole Walker a little bit more. I mean, should have told him he's got the record 9 3-pointers made in a game. I think he might have done it twice. Yeah, didn't close out well. Here's another one from Noah King. The last one he hit from the corner like that was in the Elite 8, and that highlights on a lot of the highlight films. So like I said, you coach this game, and you just look at the other team, and you talk a little smack, and you laugh with them, but they make plays, and you're just going back into memory lane.
As you take a look at what the alumni bring back, these guys might not be quite at the conditioning level they would have been at college, but a lot of competitive guys, older guys, and you might have a 28, 29-year-old playing against an 18, 19-year-old. The difference playing against man strength as well. I'm sure it provides a pretty good test for you either way.
It really does. You saw a couple clips earlier where our press got them. Maybe they don't have their press break all ready to go, but there's real players out there, and probably missing 3 to 4 guys that normally would come back or couldn't come back this year, younger guys that would have made it even tougher on us. But it's when you got like Logan and Cole on their inside, it's not easy to score. You got Peter Furlick and Cush and Josh flying around on the perimeter defending. Those guys are still in great shape, and they have great size, and when you play against older players, the game slows down for them. So, you know, I thought they gave us a good look, mixed in some zone, and you know, we were able to do the first 10 minutes. Harrison was, you know, we were, you know, just kind of out of sync, but we settled in. That's why you do these games. And Ethan had a great game shooting. They kind of packed it in, and he found some open spots, so he shot it well. And you know, just to have highlights of a game like this, and have the band show up, and fans, and of course it's a dry run for everybody, you know, working the game, but it's just a good day. You know, I've been talking about it, you know, since the game. Just have conversations, how to go. I mean, it's just a really good day. Going out to eat after the game and just hanging out with the guys. I mean, it's really, when you're a coach, it's a lot of the reason that you coach is to have moments like that with former players, and just they turn into friends. And you know, there's a lot of Bulldog pride, and we want to keep that up.
As you get ready for this next part of the schedule, obviously that's important because that can help expose issues that you might have, and I assume that's something you want as a coach, to expose. All right, here are the few things we need to work on before we see Calvin, before we go on the road to Michigan, before we get into GLIAC play and non-conference play and all that. I assume that's a huge plus of having an alumni game as well.
Yeah, like I said, it's just, I view it as more valuable than just another practice. And of course you can scrimmage in practice, but another good thing is just the rotation too. I mentioned that depth, and you know, even if we do an inter-squad scrimmage, you know, the guys are playing a lot of minutes. You know, when we play a deep rotation like that, they get a feel to when they might go in the game, or how much time they're going to have, or how hard they need to play during their minutes. There really is no opportunity to coast. So you just start to get the feel of, you know, what it might look like, and sometimes it's motivating for some younger guys, or you know, guys just start to, you know, fill into their roles, and we want them to be stars in their roles, and this is just part of the process for us. It has been for a number of years, and we want to keep doing it, but we want this thing to blow up, you know, more of an alumni weekend type of deal. And if any alumni are listening, get to the game next year, because we want more bodies.
Last one for me, but you mentioned how you want to show off to your alums all the things that are changing, but soon some upgrades to your own venue as well. I'm sure you're very excited about, you know, bringing in some really high-end video board content, all that as well.
Yeah, I think that's just going to enhance the experience. You know, it's going to give a different look to Wink Arena, and it will enhance the experience. But not only that, it will help our, you know, corporate sales. It'll help on all fronts. So you know, our scoreboards are ancient, and it's time, but you know, we didn't need to upgrade to the level that we are, and we're going big. So that feels good. And again, hard work pays off. You know, the old adage, and I think that's what's going on.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining me today.
All right, Harrison, thanks.
When we come back, we're talking Bulldog soccer next on the Ferris Sports Update.